Hello everyone, today I'm going to try a new version of the marble pressure gate. I just made another version here, but before I start rolling the marbles through these plywood parts, I just want to say hi to everyone from the Wintergatan 1 YouTube channel. What happened in January was that I wanted to experiment with the video format a bit, and I was honestly a little bit shy to experiment on the main channel. So we started a new YouTube channel, Wintergatan 2, and we made almost daily uploads there. So I think we made like 20 videos in like 4 weeks or something. The experiment with making daily videos on the Marble Machine X process was really successful. It actually kept me working really intensively. I had to say no to everything that is not the Marble Machine X. We beta tested the experiment on the second channel, and now we're bringing it to the main channel. So from today on, you will see much more videos on this channel. Let's get into the marble test. All these plywood parts is the original pressure system. So I've made some changes to this on Wintergatan 2, where I made more pressure, shorter marble paths. But this whole thing needs a custom path for every 38 marble track on the whole Marble Machine X. And it became kind of hard to work with. I think it kind of would have worked, but I was always dreaming about one solution for all 38 pipes. And then Rosero Bertoli uploaded on YouTube this video showing an amazing way to reduce the pressure by just having the pressure going into the side walls in a zigzag pattern. However, in this version, one marble could get stuck. There was almost no pressure, but in some places a marble got stuck. So today I made a brand new version over here that I'm going to assemble and test. Wilson is super excited, can barely stand up. So if we look at the zigzag pattern in this new design, we can see where and how the power is going out into the walls. So this is the default position of these marbles. Let's look at how this works. So here's the plywood piece and here's the CAD. Then I can overlay the sketch, which will show the marble, and then let's look at only the sketch. The marble comes in like this. This marble wants to travel like this. So it gives off a little bit of pressure up here, but most here. This marble then wants to travel like this. And this is where the pressure is alleviated. So kind of a lot of pressure goes off here, and the other pressure goes off of this marble here. This marble wants to travel this way, takes off a lot of pressure here and a little pressure on the next marble. This marble wants to travel like this, puts a lot of pressure directly into the wall and a little pressure on the next marble. And down here, this marble is the marble sitting inside the sliding marble gate. So if we go back and look at Rosero's gate, he has sharper angles. And if I make a sketch of it, it looks something like this, which will alleviate a lot of pressure. But in plywood, I couldn't really recreate that without having a marble stick. And that's why I'm so excited to try out my new design today. And the middle piece is double machining. So you can see it's machined on both sides. And these marble paths are actually a little bit more complicated than they look, because on the back side, you have this distance, but on the outer, the marble paths are much closer. So the paths are not 2-dimensional, they are 3-dimensional. Let's check if the marbles goes through. Works. Works. So the next part is this PMA holder. So instead of having a hole here that I have to bend a pipe to, I can bend the pipe without the holder and just put it against the opening like that. And then later, when the pipe is done, I can just add this holder. It has a nice press fit. And then I screw the holder onto the gate. The pilot holes for these screws are already CNC machined onto the gate, and it will correspond with these pilot holes in the PMA hodler. So it's important to position this screw from the front, because when everything is assembled on the machine, I will need to access these screws. Super solid transfer from pipe to plywood. I like this design a lot, actually. I have a small scale here to measure the pressure, but first I want to check if the marbles are flowing freely. Good. Can it handle the pressure? So anything under 100 is acceptable. Here we are at 50. 42. 59. This is good. I think this design works. Oh, what happened there? It got stuck. So check this out. The marble got stuck. I tilted it a little bit backwards like this. On some channels of the machine, the gate is going to be a little bit backwards. And yeah, it got stuck. It will probably be released, by another marble, but I don't like it. In Rosero's video showing this technique, everything is 90 degrees. But on the Marble Machine X, everything is not positioned like that. If this pressure design would work, there's a whole domino effect chain reaction of positive things happen with the whole Marble Machine X design. This is a real game changer for the machine if I could get it to work. When I can get anything to stick, I'm not going to put a design like that on the machine because in 1 million marbles, they will stick. First of all, this angle here is too shallow. This would need more angle like this in this design. So inside these marble lanes, the marble is running here, 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 and here. As I've covered in earlier videos, this causes the marble to roll on a smaller diameter, and it kind of wedges the marble. The marble kind of gets stuck between two walls. That is by design, but that is slowing this whole thing down. Let's head into CAD and make these two changes, removing the wedging and also increasing this angle. At this point, I'm going to make 3 or 4 different test paths just to cut something fast on the machine so we can see what solution might solve this. So this is the first test jig. This is exactly the solution I just tried, but without the over rotation. I've copied the geometries here, and this is gonna be the second test version. And the most important thing is that I want to increase this angle. So here you can kind of see the difference. 22 looks like that, going up to 28. It looks kind of impossible for the marbles to get stuck here, but marbles are evil. Let's do 30. So for the third test jig, I'm going to just go ridiculous and do something like 40 degrees here. So the fourth version is the completely different idea from the Mo and the question mark idea. I have to say that I think this looks pretty good. In the question mark design, all the marbles is pressed against the back wall here. It pushes in the right direction. It is really nice, actually. I showed the 4 versions for Discord and Ben made this. A new foe has appeared, challenger approaching, question mark design. So I'm gonna make a mind map over a new old idea, a plan I have to how to finish the machine. Everything else in life. MMX. That's it's brilliant. The Discord community is working focusedly. And I'm posting memes. Brilliant. Okay, so we have 5 nice alternatives to try. Alternative 1 is identical to the thing I just tried, but without the wedging. Alternative 2 is slightly less angle here in the middle. So alternative 3 is even less angle here in the middle, kind of high. Then we have 2 versions of the question mark design. This is our new friend, Rigzilla. So on the first test, I'm gonna see if I can make the marbles get stuck in here. No. So I'm tilting it backwards like this because some of the channels are tilted backwards on the marble machine. $44 grams. Gonna make another one. 40 grams. When I added a marble on the top, it went to 60. 66. 70. I'm gonna put a no on track 1 for getting stuck, but with a little asterisk because I didn't try a million marbles and pressure was 40 to 70 grams, which is really good. Let's try number 2. $50 grams. 50 again. Oh, this is really positive. 40. When I look close here, I can never think that these marbles get stuck. Oh. Track number 2 does not get stuck. I'm sure of that. And the pressure was 40 to 95. Track 3. 83 with half-filled pipe. 147. 70 to 110 grams. Let's measure the marble Q without this. 300 to 80. So even this does a pretty good job actually. So far we have tested 3 tracks which were variations on the same theme. So now it's getting exciting. Now we're gonna try the 2 question mark tracks. $55 grams. 84 grams. Oh, this is good. 48. 63. Number 4 does not get stuck and pressure 40 to 80 grams, kind of. Okay, question mark design. Do you think this will work? Question mark design. I know there's a lot of Discordians rooting for this one. It feels kind of promising. What happened? Oh, check that out. That's what I mean. It's so surprising that it does this. This marble looks like it's hanging mid-air. I think it will happen less often with less pressure. See if we can replicate it. Is it happening again? Yes. So this is the extremely surprising marble behavior. Indeed. This is not working, but we should measure the pressure anyway, because I think that will be phenomenal. 30. So yeah, this question mark design is great with the pressure. 45. Oh, it got stuck again. Wow. 27. 50. Yeah, the pressure is awesome. 35. Yeah, and it's stuck again. Wilson, food time. So track 5 actually gets stuck. So that's a yes. And pressure was low, 30 to 60 kind of. So the last video we made on the second Wintergatan 2 YouTube channel was called This Might Be a Game Changer. And the fact is that if I find out a nice geometry for these pressure gates, I think this will be a real game changer. As I mentioned earlier, there is surprisingly many positive side effects that would come from that. So I will dig down deep in this as always. I was actually pretty impressed with number 1. Number 1 almost gave the same pressure properties as the question mark. So I'll sleep on this and continue tomorrow with this choice. And now you get a real taste of how the Wintergatan 2 videos have been. A lot of experimentation. Not always a video ends in a huge payoff. It's just another day in the Wintergatan workshop, and I'm so happy to be back on the main channel. If you missed the videos on Wintergatan 2, head over there and check them out, because has been a lot of things leading up to the upcoming marble test. So that's my goal right now. I'm gonna make a marble test with a kick drum, snare drum and a hi-hat. On one hand, I'm quite embarrassed that the machine is taking so long time. On the other hand, I am psyched and excited to do this iterative design work. I'm learning so much about design. So I'm working hard on my mindset to not punish myself every day for haven't been able to succeeding with a finished marble machine, and instead become really interested in this process of how I can overcome myself and my own design abilities, and how we together can turn this machine into the masterpiece it has the potential to be. So shout out to the whole Discord community. Come and join us on Discord. A lot of fun things going on over there, and we'll see you already here tomorrow for the continuation of this process. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Ciao.